Hello, and welcome to the world of fallen heroes. Dominic O'Neal was attacked by the Dreamers, captured by these famed villains. He looks around and he sees he's in a forest. A grey forest. That is all he can see at the moment. What would you like to do?
I hope this doesn't become a regular. Can I try and use my powers to get a gut feeling of like where to go?
Yes. Yes, you can.
2d4.
Yes, it is.
Okay. 2. It's a 2 and a 4, so 6. Seven total.
7, okay. You feel like you're being led to the northeast.
Can I get another like gut feeling if this is a good feeling or if it's like a neutral or
I'm gonna have you
you know?
roll grit for that.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, you're like D4.
Something like that.
Pretty sure
Let
it's the
me.
yeah. It's a D4.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Let me pull up it. I got rid of my dice roller that I was using.
Because it was rolling so well?
No, it was taking up too much space on my
Ah,
phone. So
that's really funny, and I don't know why.
yes, that's a 3.
You do not know.
Gosh, dang. Okay. It has been a while since I've played Dominic, so I have to remember
Yes.
what his abilities are because there's.
Okay. He is technomancy, and this is just so that you can remember. He is technomancy.
Yes, yeah,
Divi- it's not exactly precognition, but that is effectively what it is.
yeah.
And Shatterpoint was what we're calling
Shatterpoint.
it.
Yeah. It took. I couldn't quite remember what tech if it. Ugh, I couldn't remember the technomancy one.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see? Can I get a feeling if this is like an illusion brought on by technology?
Can actually roll.
2d4 or
Uh, yes, 2d4.
gotcha. 5 total. 3 and a 2.
Okay. You feel there is technology at play, but you can't tell exactly what it's doing.
Can I get a read of the programming?
I'm gonna have you roll brains for that. Brains as well as 2d4.
Okay, we'll do the 2d4 since I got that right here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 8 total.
Okay.
It
That's what.
was a 2, a 4, and another 2.
Okay, and that's what you got on the technomancy. Okay. Now roll brains as well.
And what did we say that one was? I
I
don't
think it
have
was a
that one pulled.
d12.
Yeah.
Or it was a d12 or a d20. It was not a d20. Never mind. No, wait. Your brains is a d10. Your
Yeah, I mean,
fight and your charm are your highest stats.
yes. Let me pull up Google Docs because I think I have Dominic's all typed up.
I really should have that, but I don't.
That's okay. Uh, we'll just say, what did you say? It was a D10. I think we'll
Yes.
just
I
say
do know
that's what
that
it is.
that is what his brains is. I do remember that. I don't remember what
Oh,
his highest stat is.
that's a 7.
Okay. And what were you trying to figure out again?
I want to get a read on the programming.
Like what
Uh,
kind of thing it is?
yeah, like what exactly it's
Okay.
doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like is
Okay.
yeah,
With the
just for right
technomancy, you just see a glimpse. You see you know how like the people with what are they called? Photographic memory is the best way I can explain it. No, idyllic
now.
memory. That's what I'm looking at.
Eidetic.
Idyllic. You pretty much see a bunch of code, but with the brains roll, you do not quite understand it.
Huh. Well, for the sake of all things good, might as well. I'll march on forward.
All right. As you keep walking, um, the world around you goes dark, and you keep walking, and you see a light in the distance.
All right. I hope this is the actual dreamer and not
Dominic doesn't.
peons that try and mimic them.
Dominic doesn't know about that.
I thought Dominic did.
No, that was Blake. Blake had actually talked to the dreamer. Dominic has no idea there's a dreamer.
Ah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
But he does have most of the information he does have is the same that Blake has. That's the only difference.
Yeah, barring that one little tidbit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I don't have to beat up. I hope I get to beat up some nerds. March on forward.
As you walk into a hospital, as you see just like the out, what's the best way to explain it? You walk into a hospital room, essentially, and you see your parents, much younger, holding a baby, and your mother is sitting in the bed.
Huh. Don't know how I feel about seeing my own birth.
And you see it quickly change and warp into you, Dominic, into you from an outside perspective, watching you on the computer first investigating Skylar's case.
Is someone trying to read my thoughts?
Does Dominic? Do you say that out loud?
It's yes to both. It's both me and Dominic
Mm-hmm.
thinking that.
Okay.
Is someone trying to read my thoughts and figure out what I know?
Keep walking. You hear a faint voice in the distance.
I have to know. I have to tell you. I do not. I am gender neutral when it comes to kicking asses. Let's go then.
As you keep walking and you get to the next part that you were investigating, you walking to at the original site where Skylar was taken that you saw. Actually, no, you see your vision of that event of her being taken. Can you roll brains, please?
Yes. Do. That's a 10.
All right.
18.
18. Very nice. This
Yes.
memory seems off. Something about it is wrong.
How?
You can feel like you see when the silver-haired woman appears, you can feel like she isn't supposed to be here in this memory. Though, you do remember seeing her in the vision.
Who is that?
And you do see, again, her grabbing Skylar and teleporting away.
Can I get a read on that silver-haired woman?
What kind of read?
Like, is she taking Skylar to protect her? And then, Skylar gets taken from that woman? Or is she taking Skylar
Okay.
to take her
You don't
for...
actually have to roll for that, as you see you, the Dominic from the past, watching this happen in your memory, as it
Uh-huh.
flashes to the woman appearing in a dark white facility and placing Skylar into a children's room. And then you appear back in the forest.
If this is some sort of clue, I thank you for telling me who I need to...
And you roll brains again.
Sure. That's a 9 total.
You can hear faint, kind of distorted speech, as if you're underwater. As if you're underwater.
I'll focus on that sound.
It seems too distorted to really focus on it. Get a clearer sound.
What's happening? Where am I?
You see, as you look around, you see off in the distance a person in a kind of white straitjacket, but an unhooked straitjacket, kind of in a hovering position, one arm slightly higher, both arms up, and the head down. You can't really tell anything else. They seem limp. It's the best way I can explain it.
Uh-huh. Do they have the same hair as the silver-haired woman?
No, they have white hair.
Or is it white hair? I spoke to the void, yes?
Yes.
Like, wait, okay.
Yes. No,
I'll,
Dominic does not know that's what that he spoke to.
yes. I'll say to that being, whoever you are, give me guidance, I guess. And I'll walk towards that being.
As you do, you kind of feel a shimmer as you appear in yes, in Maya Wilcox's office again, and you see you talking to her, holding the computer, his computer. Mr.
No.
Wilcox.
I don't know who you are and why you're digging around in my memories.
You hear
When I
that?
get out of this, I'm going to rip everything down around you and bury you.
You hear that
This is
distorted speech
my
again.
head.
Roll grit, please.
I have that pulled up now.
You do. It is still a D4. I know
It is a
that.
D6.
Oh, okay. What is the D4? It's a flight. Was it flight? It was flight.
Yes, that's all right.
You still have a bad grit.
Yeah, comparatively. uh, that is a 10.
Okay. You feel this immense pain in your head, but you're able to pretty much ignore it. Is the best way I can explain it. For the most part. Then you hear the distorted speech again. And you appear... what exactly... you appear in the police station in Roxwell. You're talking with Jason, next to Lucas, who is asleep.
Get out of my head. I'm going to channel all of my anger and distraughtness, my distraught feelings, into someone probing into my head, and I'm going to try and shatter whatever link is going on right now.
Okay. Roll. Roll.
2d4?
Yes. Yes. 2d4.
That's a 4. Okay. Okay, that's 11.
Now you do an extra 2d4.
Extra 2d4.
You can feel something is helping you.
11 plus 4 is 15 plus... That's 18 total.
Alright. As you kind of push at this force, and you wake up, you're strapped to a table. There's a machine on your... There's some kind of helmet on your head. You can't see anything. And you can feel there are a bunch of wires wrapped around you. And connected to... And you can also see... you can't see anything, but you can feel the wires wrapped around you and connected to the helmet.
Now, here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a virus?
Can you make a virus?
And try and infect the programming going into this helmet?
I will say...
And let me explain before you say, DM, power that be, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Try and infect this, the programming with this helmet, and try and figure out who this is connected to.
Yes.
Like, not obviously connected to me, but reverse the link, so to speak.
Okay. If it was anything other than that, I would say no, because it is too complicated. You are simply reversing the polarity.
Yes.
Yes, you can roll 2d4 for that. Wally is very happy.
Okay.
Oh dear. Was it higher than a 15? I don't know. I'm still rolling.
Um.
What?
Uh,
Oh, dear. You're rolling
okay.
actual dice, right? Are
Um.
you rolling actual dice?
I am using the Google Dice Roller.
Alright, fair enough. What did you get?
I am at 27 so far.
And you're still rolling.
Still rolling.
Keep rolling until you can't roll no more.
Okay, let me make sure that I did the math right here. Okay, 2, 2. So that's okay. So then those two.
Carry the 2 at the SpongeBob.
Okay.
What did you get in total? Because
I'm
I
gonna
want to know.
screenshot this and send it to you.
Oh gosh.
Because I have a 35.
That's the highest you've ever rolled
I do not believe this.
on 2d4.
I want you to make sure that I did this right.
You want to make sure you did the math right.
Like the number is automatically calculated, right? But I want to make sure that I rolled the correct number of die.
Okay.
Right? Because I do not believe this myself.
Okay.
If I did do this right.
One more. I'm checking.
Because it was 4 4s,
Okay.
one right after another.
And then you roll those again, and you got 2 4s.
Yes. I got a 2 and a 4.
And you got one more. Yep, you got it right. That's all good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta. And you appear in a hallway with kind of blue cloud-ish, cloud-like ground, but it's solid. But it's constantly like flowing. As are the walls. But you see, as you look around, a bunch of plain white doors with names on them. Last name, first name. And you look and you can see a name. But you look up at a door and you just see O'Neal, Dominic, and then you 213.
So that is my door to my brain, basically.
Yes. Dominic doesn't know that though.
Yes. I'm going to note that down. And I'm going to shout out, if you don't want me to break everything that you hold dear here, bring me to the person who's invading my mind.
Hello, Dominic. As in front of you appears a young girl wearing an unhooked straitjacket with her arms kind of floating up with the elbows up, kind of like she's strapped to something, but you don't see anything. With her head slightly moved up and her legs limp, and she's kind of floating there, and her eyes are just white, and she has white hair. You can tell it's a girl. You don't know how old she is. She doesn't look old. Hello, Dominic. As she speaks with a strained voice.
Before I get angry, are you doing this on purpose?
No. They are using me. My powers. My strength. But we are safe here. They can't get here.
Are you part of the Dreamers?
That is the name they call themselves. A cruel joke. I am the Dreamer.
I don't mean to be unnecessarily harsh, but if this is a cruel joke on your part, or anyone's part, I hope you know that I'll rip them down and bury them.
I know.
Where are we?
This is called the Nexus. The culmination of all minds in the multiverse.
Dominic actually, that kind of snaps him out of his
Rage-induced inducement.
rage-induced blindness. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, what?
What?
Yes. All minds connect here. The Nexus.
Why are they using you?
Because I am directly connected to this place. Almost as strong as it itself.
And I can
Held
assume
together
that
with string.
you're not here of your own free will, are you? I can assume.
No. No, I am not.
Of course you're not. No one would willingly be in a straitjacket unless they can't think for themselves properly.
Dominic, what is your mind form? Pretty much, what does Dominic look like in his mind?
I think he looks physically almost the same, with maybe a couple more wrinkles
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit more gray hair. As the recent events within the last, what is it, like 6 to 8 months,
Mm-hmm.
I would say have radically changed and strained his mentality.
Mm-hmm.
What's your actual name?
I do not know. They took that away from me.
Can you not go to your own door?
It simply says the dreamer.
Oh.
I have been this way for too long.
Dominic visibly, actually, his shoulders were tensed and, ready to throw down, but he sees the wretched state of this young woman, at least to him anyway, and he are you a lost cause? By that I mean, even if I were to rescue you, would you still die?
I do not believe so. I want out of here as much as you want to destroy them. Believe me.
Do you want to destroy them as much as I do?
So much more.
I'll walk over to her and I'll kind of push her hair out of the way.
She kind of looks. You've noticed that she doesn't never directly looks at you. She just looks around while she talks.
Hey, look at me.
as her eyes kind of dart toward you, but they're still kind of looking around, but generally in your direction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You weren't doing that of your own free will. So I can say, and if you want to destroy them as much, if not more than I do, you've got a friend in me. Okay?
Hope so. You will be pulled back soon. I'd suggest you play along.
Do you know where they keep you? Your physical self?
Down in the depths of the beast.
The beast is about to be hunted. Guarantee you that. And I'll push her hair behind her ears. Hey,
She gives a little smile as much as she can.
there you go. Be brave. And show the world your fang-filled smile as the hunter gathers his pack. And I'll fade away.
Before you do, as you don't really as unfortunately Dominic has no idea how to go back.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Try not to stay in the fire too long. Get back in the pan. You'll get burned.
Fires were made strongest. Now, I don't mean to be rude, but how do I leave?
They'll notice. They'll pull you back.
Hmm.
Try to play along with their twisted game. And don't believe their lies.
Of course not. I've got to rescue you. And we got to get back to my family, okay?
Of course. Always remember Mr. Nightmare's mantra.
Of course.
As you appear back in that on that table, still strapped down, unable to see anything.
Is there a way that I could kind of send like false readings, so to speak?
That will be a 2d4, please.
That's only a 2.
No, you seem to have lost the connection. As you can feel that helmet unhooked and taken off of you, as you can see people in lab coats with surgical masks on.
I'll pretend to still be like either in a sleep or at least dazed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be like a charm or whatever?
Yeah, that would be a charm, I think. I would say.
Oh, hey, D20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What, you roll like a 4? What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, you're good. They believe you. They believe you're unconscious.
Let's just... Okay, 25.
They believe you're unconscious. You're very convincing.
I'm sorry. I just had to see.
Oh no, that's really funny though. They believe you're unconscious. As one of them kind of takes out some kind of tool and pretty much pokes you with it, you feel a little shock.
I'll quote unquote involuntarily, or I'll just let my muscles twitch, like as it normally would do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Do
He
any
seems
of them?
unresponsive as you hear a voice.
Can I see if any of them have like key cards? You know what I mean? For like
Um,
locking doors and
from
such.
your angle, you can't seem to get a good angle on where
Okay.
you would see a key card.
Okay.
Take him down to the containment area. As a couple, people in white armor walk in and pick you up and take you down some stairs and into a kind of cell area.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna steal some of one of their keys.
Pressing a button and some kind of, you can hear some energy, and you can see the entrance that they put you through are just a kind of flash of gray and blue, but you can't see anything after that. And then they set you down in the cell and leave. You were alone, as far as you're aware.
Could I have tried and stolen one of their key cards or whatever?
Roll brains first.
Okay, D10. Uh, that's 8.
And then roll flight.
Ah. Oh yeah, D4 time.
Yeah! We know how good you are at those. Oh, wait.
Uh, well, that's a 6.
Alright. You kind of look down at where you would think a key card would be and kind of swipe at it. You don't grab anything.
Oh.
And they set you down in that cell, leave. It seems to be an open area, even a open entrance, but you did notice the flash of gray and blue after they left on that area.
I'll pretend like I'm coming to.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Uh,
And you hear some laughter from outside the cell. Roll brains, please. This shouldn't be too difficult. Difficulty of 6.
okay. 7.
Alright. As you look across, you can see in another one of those cells similar to yours, there's a person strapped down with their kind of hands covered in these metal sheets, like gauntlets, with their arms together, and their head covered. Their eyes covered, specifically. And they seem to be laughing. Or chuckling, at least.
That's so funny.
As he kind of gestures in your direction with his head. You don't look like you belong here. You don't see any eye slits. You should pinch yourself. Maybe you're dreaming. You should pinch yourself. Maybe you're dreaming.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone says that.
Don't you want to wake up from the nightmare? Don't you want to wake up from the nightmare?
Excuse me just a moment.
Alright, take your time. It's fine. That's all right.
Okay. What only nightmare I have right now is why this place is so freaking bright. Ugh.
Oh, it's bright. I didn't notice.
Uh, I bet you get all of the people laughing at your comedy skits.
They don't
Ugh.
usually appreciate.
Where, where are we?
We're in the depths. Containment. You must have done something really interesting. What was it?
Could I do like an insight check on this guy?
Yes.
Like, if
Brit,
is he
it'll
like a?
be. What are you trying to discover?
I'm trying to see if he's like a like not a sleeper agent, like like a hidden agent. You know
Mm
what I mean?
hmm.
Like trying
Roll.
trying to pull
Hmm.
more information.
Roll
You know?
charm.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, D20. Woohoo.
11.
He seems to just be messing with you.
Only bad thing I've done is allow them to put me in these horrible clothes. Oh,
I know they're dreadful, aren't they? But really, what was it? Was it Was it What's you know the term universal? What's the galaxy version of that?
uh,
I have no idea. Sorry, I'll
like
just use a different word.
referring it to, I was just saying, referring to what? Like, are you talking like scale wise
Mm-hmm.
or like in magnitude of something?
Scale wise.
I mean, it'd just be a galaxy. Like
That's
something's a.
yeah. That's it doesn't sound right, so I'm just gonna use a different one. A different
That's all
term.
right.
Was it planetary genocide?
I certainly hope not.
Darn. Thought we would finally have an interesting one.
Uh, what did you do?
Oh, I just did a little here and there.
All right.
Destruction. Governmental takeover of a secret organization from a different universe. Fun, fun.
You ever seen? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I slept with the head honcho's wife.
That seems unlikely.
Uh huh. And how would you know?
Oh, because I've made that joke many times. He doesn't have
Uh,
a wife. It never works.
Mmm. Not as far as you can see. But,
Ah, he has jokes.
I got all the jokes.
Oh, you're a funny one.
Can I feel a connection to my powers at all?
No, you cannot.
Uh
Actually, yes, you can, but they don't seem to leave this room. The room you're in.
huh. But I can still theoretically use them, or they're just kind of like.
You can use them, but you will not be able to affect the outside of this room.
Alright, works for me. Is there like a camera or something?
Yes.
Oh, we're just
Not
gonna
in the
put that.
inside of the room, obviously.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Just
Is
point
it
it at
like
the inside.
pointed at the inside of my room?
Yes.
Gotcha. Hmm.
What do I call you, strange one?
They call me Dominic. What about you, Iron Mask reject?
I like to call myself Rays.
Like RAZE or
Yes. Like,
RIASE?
raise to the ground.
Ah,
I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but it's not.
nah. I gotta. Sounds like just the thing I need, Raze. Can they hear us, Raze?
Of course. Probably.
Hmm. How often do they come around?
Oh, every now and then. I
They
don't really care.
they feed us on regular intervals.
Occasionally. Sometimes they forget. Like,
Hmm.
in the past few months, they've forgotten. A bit.
Is that where you got your delicate figure from?
Oh no, this was all me.
All you, huh?
I put a lot of work into this body.
Am I still chained down?
You are not. You were never chained down. He is.
Okay.
You're free to roam your little rectangular room, concrete
Is there,
prison.
is there a bed?
Uh, no, actually, there's not.
Is there like a mattress or something on the floor?
There. It looks like there
Like
used to be.
like a futon or something?
It looks like there used to be something there.
Hmm. Can I kind of feel it? Just see if it's invisible and they're just having a go at me?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Nothing there.
No.
Uh, hey guards, guards.
They're not going to come. I've tried. They won't even take off my little mask.
Hmm. Why would they do that? Or why wouldn't they do that? Hide
I
your
don't.
beautiful eyes from the world.
I don't know. He says in the most sarcastic tone that you don't need to roll.
Uh huh. Hmm. Raze, I need you to work with me if.
If we're going to get out of here, we're not going to get out.
Hmm.
No one ever leaves at this place unless they want to. Or should I say, unless they want to. You to. Which they
Hmm.
won't. They never do. We're too special of specimens.
What if I told them I know where the secret of their powers come from?
Do you?
Yes.
That's a bluff.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. You would, Dominic would believe that.
Look into my eyes, Raze.
That's a funny joke. You're a funny joker.
I certainly try. Raze. If there's one thing that I'm not, though, it's a liar.
Everyone's a liar in this place.
Hmm.
Whether they believe it or not. Like you, believing you can leave. That's a funny lie, you tell yourself.
Can I try and go to a corner and just kind of sit in it, like facing the wall,
Yeah,
and then extend a finger and try and use Shatterpoint on a corner?
on a corner of the wall.
Yeah, just to see like how far my abilities can go. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Because if I
Roll.
can create a crack, then I can create a hole.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll brains, actually.
A D10. Okay. Uh, that's a 6.
Alright. You can't really find what you're looking for.
Like ability wise, or a corner.
Oh, you can find the corner, but you can't find the weak point.
I can't find one, I might as well try and make one.
Are you going to try to escape? You're funny.
So I've been told, Rays. Who knows, maybe I'll let you go hog wild in here.
That would be quite a sight, wouldn't it?
Just promise me, you see a little girl in a straitjacket, let her go. Alright?
But they do scream.
No, Rays. Everyone else but her. Okay? She's mine.
Oh, you want to cause her pain. Okay.
Yes.
I accept these terms. I'd like to
Everyone else.
see you try to leave, though. Funny.
Alright. I'm going to try and make a shatter point.
I'll just let you know right now. That's not how it works.
I figured
But the fact that Dominic would try.
there's always a possibility.
Yes, if you won't know if you don't ask.
Um,
This won't work. Whatever you try and create, that will not work. I promise you.
is there wires or something beneath, like behind the wall? You know what I mean?
Uh, you cannot tell. Are you saying that like in technomancy? Trying to find it?
Yes.
Okay. Your powers don't seem to leave the room you're in. Including the walls. Can't go through the walls as well.
Is there like a force field, or is it like a like metal bars? You know what I mean?
Well, the wall you're currently at, which is
Well,
against, is
no,
just.
I mean like
Oh.
there's the five walls, that are
Mm
like a cage or whatever,
hmm. Mm hmm.
and then there would like the figurative cell door. You know what I mean?
You just see nothing. You don't see anything stopping you from leaving.
I'll tentatively put my hand out.
You press your hand on a force field.
Hmm. Mr. Voice, if there's any way you can help me, I'd sure be appreciative.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to the voices in my head, Rays.
Oh, I
You
love
wouldn't
those. They
understand.
tell me to kill people. It's fun.
Hmm.
You should listen to them sometime.
Maybe. Although, typically, if I do, that gets me put on, you know, in a jail cell that I don't want to be in.
The fact that you would ever want to be in any jail cell is amusing.
Hmm. Like I said, Rays, you hang around with me, you'll get plenty of laughs.
I already have. This is fun. As you see, the woman with silver hair walk up to your cell and kind of do something outside the cell. And you can see the flash of blue and gray at the entrance again. Please come with me.
Does she have a name tag?
No.
Hmm. Are you gonna take me out to dinner?
Please come with me, Mr. O'Neal.
Hmm.
Cooperate and no one gets hurt.
I'll give a very wry smile, and I'll follow her.
Alright. She begins to lead you down some hallways, past some doors.
Real quick, how do my powers feel?
They feel disconnected. restricted, is the best way I can explain it.
So I can't. Hmm.
You didn't think you could use your abilities, did you?
What do you mean?
Everyone tries to use their abilities whenever they're out of the cell.
I
You're not special that way.
never thought I was, but okay.
Can you roll brains, please?
Sure. Oh. 17.
As you walk past one of the doors, it has a little window for viewing, and you kind of glance in, and you can see a few of those people in lab coats, kind of dismantling the lower half of Jax
Hmm.
from the pretty much lower waist down, his legs.
So, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
My job.
Hmm.
Leave the questions for the doctor, please.
Hmm. Shame. Someone like you deserves. I don't know. Ever feel a little constrained? Not just because of your job and such, but just by life in general.
He kind of just sighs and keeps walking.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. It's not like I have much of a choice between in conversation beside, you know, Chuckles back there.
Do not talk with the other prisoners.
Well, can you at least talk to me other than giving me, you know, cold shoulder?
Do you want to plan a date or have a conversation, Mr. O'Neal?
Yes, and
She kind of just sighs and keeps walking.
I'll give a I'll give a smirk that I know she can feel.
You don't need to roll for that.
All right, all right, all right. I'll stop. Don't mind my asking. How did? It's an interesting hair color you got.
It is a side effect.
Oh, I'm assuming you have abilities as well.
Smart boy.
Hmm.
I still, I'm. What makes you so special?
I don't know.
Why are you so interested in us?
There's a saying that some are born into greatness and some have it forced upon them. I don't like that saying. I think people are interested in me, and then they shove their business into mine and make my business theirs. That doesn't mean that everyone involved is guilty. It's just whenever they start to hurt those who I care for, well, I can't help but fight for everything that I'm worth.
Are you talking about Miss Fox?
talking about her, talking about everyone. You probably looked at my case file that you no doubt have built up on me. You'll notice on there, hopefully, in big, bold letters, police officer.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Means a lot.
No parent should have to bury their child.
I'll look at her and I'll kind of just stop in the middle, kind of slow real quick and wait for her to look at me.
She looks back.
Can I see the pain in her eyes there?
Roll charm, please.
Oof.
Why, you say that like you're not gonna roll above a 15.
I mean, no.
You didn't?
Well, I rolled a
Well,
13.
yes. Yes, you can see that pain.
Hmm. I'll walk until I'm, within, a foot of her or so.
Mm-hmm.
I'll nod my head and her name was Gwen. My wife's name was Priscilla. I don't know what happened to you, but from one widower to another, the pain never gets easier. All we can do is try and hope the wound scabs over.
She turns and keeps walking.
I'll walk beside her.
His name was Peter.
Strong name.
He died in the line of duty.
Hmm.
Protecting all of us. From ourselves. Please try to cooperate. This will go smoothly.
I'll do it for you, sweetheart.
She just smacks you in the face. Smacks you upside the head. And pushes you into a room. With a table and a chair and one chair on either side. And a mirror.
All right, what am I supposed to do here?
And you see, walking through the door. How tall is Dominic?
He's 6'1", I believe.
You see a 6'8" large man with kind of graying blonde hair and a beard, with walking with a cane in a lab coat. Walk in and sit down on the other side, in front of you.
I hope they don't want us to arm wrestle.
I would win. Please sit down. Please. No.
I'll sit down across from him.
Do you know why you're here?
Not in particular.
Make an educated guess.
I have information you want.
Why were you looking for us?
Why? To rescue everyone.
Rescue who? As he pulls out a journal, a kind of notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name names, please?
Does he have a name tag on him?
He does, actually, and it says Leone.
Leon? Leon?
Leone.
Leon?
That is how it is spelled.
Hmm. To rescue the man behind the lab coat, Leon.
Please cooperate.
I am.
Who are you here to rescue?
Fine. Honestly, I lied. I'm not here to rescue really anyone.
And why were you looking for us?
Why? To meet your humble hospitality.
Can you roll charm, please? Please?
Oh no!
I really hope you roll badly.
Oh, no!
Did you roll badly?
No!
Did
That's
you
a
roll
9.
with a 9? Alright. He doesn't seem convinced.
I'll give a saccharine grin and shrug.
Mr.
I
O'Neal,
was
if you do not cooperate, we will be forced to take more drastic measures. And I don't want to go there. Believe me.
Let me ask you something, Leon. That is how it's said, right, Leon?
Yes. Yes, it is.
You're doing your job, minding your own business, when all of a sudden, everything that you hold dear ripped from you by a mad woman, a madman. What do you do?
I try to find the one responsible.
What then? Rip them apart with your bare hands?
Bring them to justice. Let the
And
law
what?
do its work. Let those in charge, whose job it is to deal with it, deal with it.
The answer of a lazy and scared man.
You would think that.
I know that, Leon.
You don't know me. Please answer my questions.
Leon, I've been there. I've held the very life of those who have threatened and taken everything from me. And I'll lean in close and I'll put my hand on the paper that and the notepad. And I burned their world to the ground.
Be very careful with your next few decisions here, Mr. O'Neal.
However, instead of taking their life, I let them live, knowing that I'm still out there. I'm here because I was taken from my family for looking into matters of a little girl who was kidnapped by an organization named the Dreamers.
The what?
The
Can you
Dreamers.
please tell me about these dreamers?
Why? You're a part of them.
Oh, what?
Leon, you're all part of a big organization. You're being played.
I think you're very misinformed, Mr. O'Neal.
Oh?
This facility defected from this so-called organization, which you have deemed the Dreamers. They are trying to fix their mistakes and capture and contain multiversal threats. That is what we do here.
Is that why you kidnapped Skylar Fox?
We did not kidnap Skylar Fox. I did not, at least. We were trying, when I arrived, to remove the threat from inside her,
You're talking about Nightmare.
if that is what it calls itself. Yes, it's a threat. We
You
do. I didn't.
kidnapped
We do
a
not want
little
to.
girl.
I did nothing. They realize their mistakes and are trying to fix it. That is why they are trying to get Skylar back to remove the threat, so she will be safe.
You cannot. And that's not me saying that. It's like removing your id from your odd. You remove one and you kill them both.
This creature is not a part of Skylar. It is attached, like a parasite.
Have you ever talked to it?
Not myself, no.
Have you seen any recordings of it?
I have, yes. It calls itself Mr. Nightmare.
What if I told you that this entire time it was trying to protect Skylar? Because Skylar was a scared little girl who witnessed her mother and father be killed in front of her by the organization known as the Dreamers. I'm sure you know that,
I am
right?
aware that her parents were killed at a very young age. I'm also aware that that did not happen in this universe.
Yet you do not deny the fact that you experimented on a
I
little
I
girl.
came in after the fact. They stopped doing that. They stopped doing that
You
shortly after I arrived.
are still a part of the equation.
How? How so?
You label yourself as part of them.
I
You
am the one
sit
in
here.
charge of this place.
You sit here on your gilded throne, trying to defend their actions.
I did no such thing. I said they were wrong. And I said we are trying to fix it. By containing multiversal threats, such as Mr. Nightmare.
And what makes Mr. Nightmare a multiversal threat?
Because, from what our data has gathered, he is not from this dimension. He is from a place which we have deemed the Antiverse. A universe where... how do I put this? The rejected parts of reality go. From that was what my data has gathered. Those which do not fit work because they are too dangerous. I don't know what puts them there. I just know that's where he came from. It came from. And Skylar, Miss Fox, was moved to this facility about 5 months ago.
Where did she come from?
I do not
Not
know.
what universe.
I do not know. No one here knows. That has been taken from them.
And what about the silver-haired woman?
Warp?
She's the one who kidnapped Skylar.
I've read her file. She was never at the scene. She actually hadn't met Skylar until she arrived at this facility. I don't know where you learned that.
Is he lying to me, just trying to fish for more information?
Roll charm.
That's a 7.
You don't know. Actually, yeah. He believes he's telling the truth. From what you can tell.
Does he seem, like, altered in any way? You know what I mean? Like...
He doesn't seem to be so, no.
Not him, but, like, his memory, you know what I mean?
Yes. It doesn't seem like it.
Can I try and reach out to the Void, the Dreamer, either of them, and try and be like, I'm at a loss here.
You
Are
can
they telling
try.
the truth?
Just roll a d20.
That is a 16.
Don't believe the dreamer's lies. Remember that mantra. Dominic. This is the dreamer talking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe their lies.
Leon, I don't know what you want from me. You want to know who I'm here to rescue? I've already rescued them. All I
want to know
know...
why you're back. Why were you looking for us? Because you believe we are the enemy? Really?
Because I choose to believe a scared little girl and a scared multiversal threat who were experimented on. That is why. Are there any cameras around, like, watching this?
Yes.
And I'll look at each and every one of the cameras. And they're scared because I know the truth, Leon. You may not, because they might have wiped your memory. Or you've convinced yourself that you're in the right. Regardless, you and I hope Miss Warp can be saved. Everyone else who willingly does what
I have something to show you.
they're doing, well, I hope they enjoyed being alive, because I'm about to solve their equation for tea.
I have something to show you, Mr. O'Neal.
Go on.
As he kind of pulls out a laptop, opens it, kind of, types some things in, turns it, and shows you a picture of the heroic.
Hmm.
Do you
What
recognize
about
these people?
Yeah.
These
They
are
were
my
heroic.
friends.
Oh.
They were taken months ago, almost a
Mm-hmm.
year. They were taken. Yeah, they were taken. I have been trying to find them. In my time, I have found these people. These people,
The dreamers.
from what you call them, have been trying to fix their mistakes, and they have said they will help me find whoever did this and my friends. They have not proven me wrong yet.
How long have you been with them?
These people, the dreamers as you call them,
Yes.
almost 8 months by this point.
How much information have they given you?
As much as they have. That wasn't taken after they defected.
Hmm. How about this, Mr. Leone? Allow me one chance to use my powers, my abilities, and I'll provide to you more information about the whereabouts, if not of your friends, then of the person who made them disappear.
I'm not sure how you could get any more information, considering your abilities. You can
We'll
only
say
take what they
this.
have.
There's more to me than even the beholder can see.
How can I
But
convince you that this is true? That you've been fed lies?
when you can show me the proof otherwise,
And what is that proof, Mr. O'Neal?
show me that you do not torture people. Show me that you do not dig around in people's minds and memories.
Would you not do that? Just solve a case.
Never.
Even if the person you were doing it to had no remorse for their actions.
There's always a tell. If they have no remorse, then it shows, and everyone can see it. We all get justice in the end, whether it's you and me who do the judging, or if there's some being beyond us that we cannot comprehend. That's up for you to decide whether you're comfortable with that. All I know is that until you can prove to me that you do not dig around in people's minds and try and find information about where other people are so that you can bring them back and continue to experiment on them, whatever you want to call it, removing an extraterrestrial threat. I have faith in you, Leon. Your friends can be found, but not like this.
That is not what this is for.
Hmm.
That is what's the word? A secondary goal. My new main goal is containing and protecting, containing extra-dimensional threats and protecting the multiverse from them. Such as Rays, who I'm sure you met down in containment.
Mm-hmm.
He has no remorse. He is, I'm sure you're aware,
Violent, unpredictable.
needs to be contained to protect everyone around him. Do you want us to let him out? That's not a
That's
threat.
That's asking if I would put my head in a lion's mouth.
That's what you're asking me to do.
I'm not. I'm asking for you to look into things yourself.
I've tried, but led nowhere. This place can guarantee protection from
If I were to ask
those
Ray
enemies.
what you've done, what people have done to him, what stories do you think he would tell me?
Whatever he did, he would. I didn't cause them. Our current
None.
objective did not cause them. That was the past. We are simply keeping him here, contained. That is
What
all we
was
have
the
done so far.
before? Huh? Can you tell me that?
What?
What was the objective before?
I don't. The objective was information. I was not here for that. Information and
That's
knowledge. I did. That is. You seem to think I was here from the beginning. I was here when
I
they took a
care.
change.
I don't care if you were. All I know is that they sent you to try and humanize with me.
You are so blindly ignorant around your own morality.
Moral victory. I'll take that
You are.
any day.
You cannot see what
Then,
we're trying to accomplish here. You do not care.
then show me.
I have.
You say you're trying to contain. You've done that well with one person. with rays, a person who is uncontrollable only by except by only the most extreme means. I'll give you that. You have yet to say why Skylar and Mr. Nightmare were so dangerous. I'll agree that Skylar's power uncontrolled is very dangerous. I've experienced it firsthand. And I'll pull open where I got shot.
Okay.
I've experienced it firsthand. But I also fixed it. She does not need to be controlled. Nightmare does not need to be controlled. They need to be trained and worked with. Skylar is just like you and me. Human. With an ability that she has no idea how to control, how to work with. An ability that has a different mind of her own.
I have worked with Skylar. I have. It was improving. This. Even Nightmare was starting to trust me. But things changed. Days ago. They didn't recognize me. I don't know what happened. Like that whole time was taken away.
Can I feel like he keeps saying that something either like time wise changed or changed their memory, and not just Skylar's and Nightmares, but like seemingly the at least the entire organizations. Are there any clues to what he's telling are the truth there?
What was that again? Sorry.
He keeps mentioning how either some small timeline changed with Skylar and Nightmare, or somehow their memories were altered. Is there any truth to that? Can I?
You want to use your power.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll the divination. 2d4, please.
2d4. Okay. 7.
You look back to the past in this place. And you can see him talking with Skylar and Nightmare in that little room. And then they immediately, instantly, you can notice their Skylar's eyes glaze over, and she becomes terrified, and Nightmare becomes erratic. And Leon runs out of the room.
And Nightmare becomes what? Sorry.
Erratic.
Hmm.
And Nightmare begins. And Nightmare pretty much envelops Skylar and begins flying around, just attacking everything, and breaking and breaks out.
Is this true, Dreamer?
Don't believe the dreamer's lies. Don't forget that. Please. They're just using you. You know that.
What happened here, Dreamer? Something happened there.
This is
I'm
a false
sorry.
vision.
They're messing with my powers, my
Yes.
abilities.
They're making you see what they want you to see.
Can I get a read on the dreamer there? Like, is this? I know she wants to get out as well,
Mm-hmm.
but like, is it beyond like her wanting to like just urge me to hurry up and help her get out, and like, or is it like her genuinely being like,
You can't actually figure that out.
okay,
Uh, if she was right there and you were talking to her, I would say you could roll for that. It would be a high roll, but you could. But you
uh
can't
huh,
actually tell. Could be both.
uh huh, dreamer. I'll try, but they're not making it very easy.
But you're strong. You can do it.
Can I get a feel if what the dreamer said was true about them messing with? Obviously, they can kind of like mute my powers or whatever, but like
Mm-hmm.
changing the vision there, like you know what I mean? Can I get like a feel on not what she said being true, but like them being able to change like change the vision like that? You know
How
what I mean?
would you learn that?
So,
Yeah, pretty much walk me through how you would do that.
uh huh. So it's I would imagine it's an illusion of some sort, right?
Okay.
So just like I was able to affect the like energy, right? Energy has no mass, thus is technically not physically there,
Mm-hmm.
if you get what I mean.
Yes.
An illusion is also not physically there, but whereas energy has a form, so to speak,
Yes.
an illusion wouldn't have a form except in the mind.
Right. Okay.
Now, my precognition and everything occurs in the mind as far as I'm aware.
Yes.
So,
You were trying to see if what you are seeing is what you are seeing and
yes,
not someone making you see it.
yes.
Okay.
And if possible, if they are making me see it, right? Like if I can realize that part,
Mm-hmm.
be able to break through, you know what I mean, and
Okay.
see what actually happened there.
Okay. I will have you
You know what I mean?
roll brains first before you roll
Before
divination.
anything.
Yes.
Gotcha. D10. Okay. 8.
You can't seem to focus on that enough to push through it.
So something is affecting me.
I didn't say that.
True. But the fact that I can't focus that much on it
It,
means that.
you're pushing. You can just feel that something in this place is keeping you from using your power to its fullest. That is the best way I can explain it.
Uh huh.
Whether or not they're making you see something, you can't tell.
Mm hmm. Leon, there's nothing else I want to talk about.
Understand that. I hope we may have a much more fruitful discussion later. Kind of gestures to the door, and Warp walks in and grabs you. It starts walking you back to down the stairs.
Now, does Warp look like the same woman that took Skylar?
Yes.
Just aged maybe a few years in the future.
No. She looks the exact same.
So, what's your secret?
What do you mean?
Tell me something, and I'll stop. And is there kind of like can we see like a vague reflection in like a window or something?
Yes. You can also see that there are now guards around that weren't there before.
Hmm. Look in the window there. Not what's past it.
What do you want me to look at?
You look the exact same.
Is that same as what?
Skylar's 16.
Yes.
As you look the exact same as 11 years ago.
What do you mean by that? She looks confused.
Someone who looked really similar to you was involved in a kidnapping case of a little girl.
I was
Not
listening
saying
in.
it was. Hmm.
I was listening into your whole conversation. I didn't take Skylar, as Mr. Leon said. You can read my file. I'll get you access to that. I didn't take her. As he said, she arrived, but a few months ago. Before they realized we defected. By the time they realized it was too late. She was already with us.
They keep saying that they've defected. Are they. Do they legitimately believe that they are a separate, like, a pseudo part of the Dreamers, but, like completely defected as far as that they are aware?
From what you can tell, and from what her and Leon have both said, yes. They fully believe this.
If you don't mind my asking, what's with the guard?
Just in case you don't do anything rash. We also had word of some extra-dimensional individuals recently arrived.
Oh.
We're making precautions. As she keeps leading you down through the facility.
You said your name was Warp, huh?
That is my name, yes. The name they gave me.
Hmm. Can I. You don't have to, obviously. I can't make you do anything. But can you look inside yourself and see if what you're doing is truly the right thing? You don't have to, obviously. Nothing I can do to make you.
You're asking
But
if I believe what we're doing is the right thing.
even that, I believe you are doing the right thing, just like Mr. Leone.
And what are you asking?
Miss Warp, I think you've had your mind altered in some way, shape, or form.
I know that. They took they the ones we defected from. They took away all of our memories of them. All we know is that we defected. And that we are
And how
trying to do better.
you don't get it, do you?
What?
You're still with them.
We know what they were doing. Terrible, horrible experiments to all these people. And here. What is so funny, Mr. O'Neal?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. It's nothing you did. You grew a conscience. You and Leone grew a conscience at some point, and they didn't like that. I know where the other half of that robot god is.
Yes, I did find it with you. I didn't mean to take half of it. I wanted to take the whole thing.
Look inside yourself, Miss Warp. I think you'll find some surprising truths. Or don't, and continue to be their crony. Make Peter proud, whatever you do.
Do you believe so adamantly that we're still with them?
Because an organization that can freely wipe and change people's memories is one that is never to be trusted, no matter who or what purpose they serve. If you don't mind, I'm a little hungry. Talking philosophy stirs up a mighty hunger.
She rolls her eyes.
Mm. Do you think you could install a mute function on Raise's on the inside of my cell so that I don't have to listen to Raise ask me questions?
Oh, you don't like him?
He's a nice guy and all, but his laughing disturbs my beauty sleep.
She kind of takes out a little futuristic phone and opens it. Can we mute the outside? Mute Mr. Cell 23. Thank you. There you are.
I'll hold my hand up. Pleasure doing business with you.
She does not take it and just kind of leads you back to your cell.
Ah, I see. Mr. Peter had an interesting taste in women.
You say his name one more time, and I will break you.
My
Believe me.
apologies. I meant no harm.
As you are now back in your cell.
I'll give before she leaves. I'll give her one last smile, but one filled with trust, I guess, and comfort
Okay.
to make her feel uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but not with like ooh creepy,
Mm-hmm.
but like, huh, I remember that smile. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you have a good rest of your day, Warp.
Would you like to do anything in yourself?
I'll talk to the dreamer.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Well, I think a couple people are being manipulated, but just as you're manipulating me, I think it's mostly harmless on their part. Besides, you have a reason to manipulate me. If there was one way that I could get out, a single moment in time, I'd make it. I'd make sure to grab you.
I know. I have guaranteed a way of escape.
Oh,
I have called someone who can help.
and who's that? I wasn't aware you had friends on the outside.
I didn't. His name is Blake
Oh,
Gordon, and he can help. He will.
sounds like a nerd.
He is.
Ugh.
But he is powerful. And he has ways of getting things done. He
Huh.
will get us out and burn this place to the ground.
Let me ask you something. How
Yes.
much of how many can you see people's minds? Like see into them?
Yes. That is one of my many gifts.
Are you able to see into Leon's mind?
Yes.
Is he telling the truth?
He
I know you said
believes he is.
so someone manipulated him.
Yes. But I cannot give those memories back. They are gone.
So permanent. Do you
They're
know
gone.
what happened with Skylar and Nightmare?
That
What
was a...
caused them to blank, so to speak?
Remember what I said? They were manipulating you. They were showing you what they wanted you to see. To get them on this, to get you on their side. They are clever.
Hmm.
An amalgamation of minds.
What does that mean?
It is consciousness.
Like
I...
the ceaseless?
You know of the ceaseless, right? Of course you do. You do
I've
not like it.
met, I don't know how I feel about him.
It
I think
hurt Lucas Osborne, causing him pain to chant an endless song of endless possibilities.
the Queen's the Jacks. But I don't know if the ceaseless intended harm. You know what I mean?
I
I
do.
think it was just
A
an
side
unknown.
effect,
Yes, exactly.
such as my eyes.
What do you mean?
The side effect of my powers. I am blind. I see through the minds of others.
Oh,
It's dark. It's cold. In the belly of the beast. The beast is dead, but it will be reborn. Born in the minds of those who want it.
what is this beast?
The end. And sorry, I was hearing the chant in my head.
Ah,
The endless song. Oceans. The beyond. I want to go to the beyond. I hear it's a fun place. One that can protect us from those that wish us harm. From the multiverse, the enemies, the threats.
well, we'll see what we can do to make that happen, huh? What color was the dreamer's eyes?
Uh, Glazed over and white.
Okay, I asked because people who are blind, unless it is, scar
Mm-hmm.
tissue like an accident or something,
Mm-hmm.
they have their eyes look perfectly
Normally.
normal.
Yes, hers just
Yeah.
do not look normal.
hmm What's it like to see through other people's minds?
Unsettling, also beautiful. The connected consciousness. Your mind is tragic, disheveled, in pain,
Hmm.
wishing to remember but to also forget. The paradox.
Welcome to a human's mind.
Quite complicated, but also beautiful and majestic. A river flowing in all directions.
I'll I'll imagine the dreamer next to me,
Okay.
um, like still in her straight jacket or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, just kind of sitting normal,
Mm-hmm.
with maybe her knees up to. I'll just put my arm around. Hmm.
You're warm.
Hmm.
I'm scared. Why am I scared? She is near.
Because you're dreaming.
No, she is near. The terror, the pain. She is coming.
Ooh,
Don't you feel it? Skylar Fox, on her way to save the day.
That's my girl.
The Infinite has arrived. They will be coming too. There will be a battle. A war. For the ages. In this fallen world.
You think you'll be around to help?
I will. It'll only be but a few minutes before the pain begins. The dread. I hope you don't feel it.
I'm sure I will. But I think if I have you, Skylar, Jason, Lucas, everyone by my side, I think we can get through it.
We will survive. At least, that is what I hope so.
You know what they say? Hope makes up all the wishes and fulfills all the dreams that we have.
You were quite wise beyond your years. Experience has taught you much.
I wish I didn't have to experience that. It's like I
Dominic,
wish. Yes.
you appear in the middle of Roxburgh, looking around. You don't see anyone. It's dark. Decrepit, even. And you see Mr. Nightmare, or at least someone who looks like the Mr. Nightmare standing in the middle of the city.
Uh-huh.
And it looks back at you. And you feel dread. Infinite terror. But not because of it. Because this future that you see feels dangerous. The outcome that you do not want. As you can see your corpse laying beneath at its feet. And that is where we are going to end this episode